What's up, Cowboys Nation? NFL Cowboys news today. We've got an absolutely huge update for all you Dallas Cowboys fans out there. The 2025 NFL free agency period has just dropped a bombshell, and trust me, you'll want to hear all about it. In a move that's been sending shockwaves through the football world, Miles Sanders, the dynamic running back formerly with the Carolina Panthers, has just signed with your Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. Miles Sanders, the explosive and versatile back, is now officially a part of America's team, and this could be a game changer for the Cowboys in 2025. It's not just a signing, it's a statement. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into exactly why this is such a big deal, what it means for the Cowboys, and how it could affect the NFL landscape moving forward. Now, for those of you who may not know, Miles Sanders has been one of the most electrifying running backs in the NFL since he entered the league. Drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in 2019, Sanders quickly became the centerpiece of their offense. His ability to break tackles, make defenders miss in the open field, and provide big plays in the running and passing game made him a dual threat that defenses had to account for on every play. Over the years, Sanders has proven time and time again that he's capable of being a workhorse back, someone who can take the ball 20-25 times per game and still make an impact. But things took a turn when Sanders moved to the Carolina Panthers in 2023 on a 4-year deal. While he showed flashes of his old self, the Panthers' offense was in transition, and Sanders never quite found his rhythm in their system. Despite a solid 2024 season where he still ran for over 1,200 yards and caught more than 300 yards as a receiver, there were a lot of questions about his future in Carolina. That's when the Cowboys saw an opportunity, and now we know they've made their move. When you think about the Dallas Cowboys and what they've needed on offense, the biggest hole in their lineup in recent years has been at the running back position. While Tony Pollard has shown tremendous potential as a dynamic playmaker, especially in space, he's been used more as an explosive back rather than a bell cow, between the tackles grinder. Pollard's ability to break out on screen passes, in the open field, and even on long runs has been incredible, but the Cowboys have often lacked that true power back, someone who can grind out tough yards, pick up short yardage situations, and wear down defenses over the course of a game. Enter Miles Sanders. He's the kind of back who can run between the tackles with power but also take advantage of big holes on the outside. His vision as a runner is top tier, and when you combine that with his speed and agility, he's a player that could thrive in the Cowboys' offensive system. Now, think about what this means for the Cowboys' offense moving forward. This is a team that has one of the best defensive lines in the NFL, led by Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and others. With Miles Sanders now in the backfield, you've got a perfect match. Sanders is the type of back who can hit the hole quickly, but he's also patient enough to let his offensive line do their job and create running lanes. Imagine Sanders behind that line, with the ability to make defenders miss in the open field, breaking away for big runs while also being a reliable option in the passing game. That's where his versatility becomes so valuable. In 2024, Sanders caught more than 300 receiving yards for the Panthers, showing he can be used effectively as a weapon out of the backfield on passing downs. That kind of dual threat ability is going to add another dimension to a Cowboys offense that already has Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and a strong receiving core. Opposing defenses will now have to account for the run and the pass, creating even more opportunities for the Cowboys' passing game to shine. And here's where things get really interesting. Miles Sanders is exactly the kind of back that Dallas has been missing for years. We all remember the glory days of Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboys' former star running back, who was the backbone of their offense for nearly half a decade. But as of late, Elliott's production had been declining, and it became clear that the Cowboys needed to move on and evolve their offensive strategy. Tony Pollard is incredibly talented, but he's not the same type of back as Elliott or Sanders. With Sanders in the fold, the Cowboys now have that perfect complement to Pollard. Sanders can take the tough carries on short yardage situations or when the Cowboys need to control the clock. Meanwhile, Pollard can continue to be the explosive playmaker that he is, making defenders miss in the open field and taking advantage of big holes created by the offensive line. This dual-threat backfield could very well be the key to unlocking the Cowboys' full offensive potential in 2025. And let's not forget about the impact Sanders could have on the Cowboys' playoff hopes. In recent years, Dallas has been knocking on the door of a Super Bowl appearance but has always fallen short, whether it's due to inconsistent play from the offense or struggles in the running game. But with the addition of Miles Sanders, the Cowboys' offense is that much more complete. Now, teams won't just be able to focus on stopping Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, they'll have to account for a powerful running game as well. This makes Dallas a much tougher team to prepare for, and it could be the thing that finally pushes them over the edge and into Super Bowl contention. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, but with Sanders now in the fold, the Cowboys are a legitimate threat in the conference. As far as coach Mike McCarthy is concerned, this signing is exactly what the Cowboys needed. He's already been quoted as saying that Sanders' skill set adds a unique dimension to their offense. McCarthy is known for his ability to adapt and evolve offensive schemes to get the best out of his players, and with Sanders, he now has a complete running back who can do it all. Whether it's picking up blitzes in pass protection, running through defenders, or catching passes out of the backfield, Sanders brings a level of versatility that McCarthy will love to utilize. Additionally, the Cowboys have been known for their creative play calling in the running game, and Sanders will give them more options to keep defenses guessing. The ability to run a power-based attack or an outside zone scheme with Sanders gives McCarthy and the Cowboys' offense a dynamic that could be difficult for opponents to stop. The reaction from the Cowboys fanbase has been absolutely electric. Social media has exploded with excitement about the signing. Fans are already picturing Sanders in a Cowboys uniform, running behind that strong offensive line and helping the team reach new heights. Many fans are calling this the move that could finally get the Cowboys back to the Super Bowl, and it's hard to disagree with that assessment. The Cowboys' offense is primed for a big year, and this addition could be the missing piece that pushes them to the next level. But what does this mean for Sanders personally? After spending years with the Eagles and the Panthers, Sanders now has the chance to prove himself as one of the league's top backs with a team that's ready to compete for a championship. He's got the opportunity to make a name for himself in Dallas, playing alongside some of the best talent in the league. So, what's next for the Dallas Cowboys in 2025? The addition of Miles Sanders is undoubtedly a major step toward a more balanced, explosive offense. With Sanders and Pollard in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, and one of the top receiving corps in the league, the Cowboys' offense is looking more dangerous than ever. But now, it's about putting it all together on the field and making sure everything clicks when it counts. The Cowboys are ready for a big season, and Miles Sanders is a huge part of that equation. Cowboys Nation, are you excited about this signing? Do you think Miles Sanders is the missing piece to the Cowboys' Super Bowl dreams? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more breaking news about your Dallas Cowboys. Until next time, this is your ultimate source for all things Cowboys football. Catch you in the next one.